Welcome back to Cure of the Common Game. Today, in deck number 660, we're going to talk about Halvar, God of Battle. Now, for 4 mana, we get a 4/4 God. Yes, there is an equipment on the back side of this. I did not build the deck around the equipment. It's around Halvar here. So, creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. And at the beginning of each combat, you may attach target aura or equipment attached to a creature you control to a target creature you control. Now, it does not get you out of the first equip cost. You know, you pay to equip it to one creature, and then Halvar can move it around after that. So, the first line here is what really got me. Creatures you control that are E'd have double strike. So, I intentionally did not play any creatures with double strike or have any equipment that grants double strike because we're getting that for free. I sure enough don't want to pay for it. So, we'll blow through the ramp in the card draw. We are playing mono white, so there's, Soul Ring, Marble Diamond, Pristine Talisman, Spectral Searchlight, Dark Steel Ingot, and the Core Cartographer. We do have some cards, some creatures that are a little on the bigger side, so I know it's hard to consider a Core Cartographer ramp when it 4 mana. But now, card draw, Staff of Nim, yes, it costs 6, but it's not a bad card. Seer Sundial does take a little mana investment, as does Armistice. But Mesa Enchantress is kind of the cool thing here, because I tried to split as evenly as I could, but because I didn't want to make the aura deck and I didn't want to make the equipment deck. Halvar cares about both, so I tried to care about both. So let's look through the equipment first, shall we? Mono white Stratus Scythe is amazing for a monocolor deck. If nothing else, Halvar says creatures you control. So he falls under that category. So we can, if nothing else, Voltron up your commander. Dark Steel Axe. Helm of the Gods fits this deck perfectly. It's an equipment, and it counts enchantments. Oh, it's beautiful. Sword of the Animist probably could have gone in the ramp category, but still an amazing equipment. Hero's Blade, that equipment for free, that's pretty sweet. Sword of Vengeance, Loxodon Warhammer, Haunted Cloak. We're going to give this Valkyrie sword a try. See if it works. Mask of Avacyn. I almost didn't put the Whisper Silk Cloak in there, but it may be necessary for Halvar. Just simply because you don't want anything to happen and you lose that double strike, So, but once you slap a cloak on there, you can't slap anything else on there. You've got to, do the moving around shenanigans. So, that brings us to the auras. One of my personal favorites, Spirit Link. But two of the more powerful ones, Ethereal Armor and All That Glitters. Just great cards. Especially All That Glitters, because it's going to count your artifacts and your enchantments. Faith Unbroken's a decent card. Blessing. Yeah, you don't see Blessing a lot, but Super White Fire Breathing, that helps the toughness too. It's really, really good. Your Griffin Guy's going to make something fly, as well as Angelic Destiny and the awesome Armored Ascension. I'm only playing with the Shield of Duty and Reason, not the other one. Because green and blue, yeah, I know the black and red one's pretty good. I just didn't get my hands on it at the time. But green and blue are, pretty decent colors to have protection from. It's Gifted Immortality. Daily Regimen, might as well get some counters. Sentinel's Eyes, boy, that in foil is a little on the creepy side. Yeah. Anyway, Spectral Steele, and Celestial Archon kind of doubles, if you need the creature or if you need the aura. Sure, why not? Now, because of all of that, I do have a sphere of safety because, it just makes good sense with that many enchantments. Also, Plea for Guidance as the super expensive tutor. I don't know. There's a big thing about tutors going on right now in Commander. But I don't feel like Plea for Guidance is, breaking anything in this deck. So let's look at creatures that are going to carry these things. The Phyrexian Walker was the first creature I picked out. I have no clue why. Maybe it's just the Darksteel Axe. I don't know. Just the idea of, a 0-drop getting double strike. This is a slot. This is a slot where I can, upgrade it later. I love this Battlefield Raptor. 1 mana, flying, first strike. Oh, that's beautiful. Carries equipment well, or auras. Relic Seeker can go find one. Kimba, why not have kitty cats while we're at it? Bastion Protector, of course, is going to pump the commander. Custody Soulbinders, where X is the number of other creatures on the battlefield. This thing can get huge. We play a lot of bigger games, 6-7 players. These things are huge. Eternal Dragon, I didn't want to put this at plain cycling as a ramp because it doesn't put it into play, but you cannot miss a land drop late game if that's your thing. Sunblast Angel probably should have been in the removal section, but yeah. Soul of Eternity, it comes back from the dead once. Super comes back. Celestial Crusader, great card, and it's going to pump your team, and it flies, and it has flash, and splits. Yeah, just good stuff. Starheim Courser. Your artifacts and enchantments are cheaper, and it has flying. This is a really good Pegasus. Dawnbringer Charioteers. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, now that doesn't include equipping equipment to it, because that is not casting a spell, but when you target it with an aura, it meets the qualifications. Flying. Lifelink. Yeah. But now, Sultari Visionary. Shadow is a heck of a mechanic. Underused, I would say. But if you want to, pump somebody up, the Sultari Visionary does work. But then I had, if you notice, there's a lot of flying in the deck. I run across the Shriek Raptor. I was like, flying and infect. Yeah, so then I, went with the Ickerclaw Mirror. And then I found the, Jugs does not want to stay in there. The Phyrexian Juggernaut. Yeah, has to attack. 5/5 infect. Okay. Because if it's equipped or enchanted, it's going to get double strike. Yeah, that's a real thing. A few auxiliary cards, I guess we would say. Brave the Elements is amazing. We're playing mono white. Open the Armory. Pretty good. Hollow Moonlight. Yeah. I really like the gotcha, if a creature was in your battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it. Yeah. Got a little bit of removal, not as much as I normally run, Disenchant, Deicide, Celestial Purge, Radiant Purge, all about the purging. Phyrexian Rebirth, because sometimes you need to blow up the world and you might as well get something out of it, right? Maybe a huge token that you can equip up. And Ravnica War. I'll admit, some of the times this is a dead card in hand, but a lot of the times it's not. So, All that's left is our non-basic lands. Of course, we're going to start with everybody's good old favorite Rogue's Passage. Reliquary Tower, I know that's wishful thinking. Temple of the False God, Cathedral of War, it's got Exalted, you know. Guildless Commons. This is, I kind of like this. It's the Guild bounce lands. Yeah, this one's for the Guildless because it's 2 colorless, but it does the same thing. Kind of neat. And then our last one is the Myriad Landscape. You know, try to get a little extra ramp going. But that is it for Halvar. Yeah, I know there's a ton of better stuff, you know, Enlightened Tutors and all that jazz, but and you know, Sword of X and Y are all amazing. If you've got them, run them jokers. But I'm fixing to shock you right here. Yeah, I shaved. It's not on purpose. It was accident. Just, it'll grow back. Oh man, I'm all crooked. Well, let's go complete another row, shall we? So that is 660. We got that row done. We're 40 away from getting that. 39 away from deck number 700. So, which is, I think, probably 5 or 6 cards away from being done. I just honestly haven't spent a lot of time on that particular deck lately because I've got 4 left here already built. I've still got a list and film and show y'all, but plenty more to work on. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, y'all. Let me know what you think. And I think my mouse just died. But we're gonna shuffle and cut. Are we not doing the thing? Oh, don't. The timer's not ticking. Oh no, don't freeze and lose the whole thing. What are we doing?